Hello, good morning. It is Jala Yoga Online with Krista. I'm going to do today a short, hands-free, Chaturanga-free flow that will be accessible to folks with shoulder or wrist stuff going on and get you into some movement for your hips. Okay. So, for today, start off, instead of standing, start off in a kneeling position. On your mat, I have 2 blocks available to me, and if your knees bother you, then place a blanket underneath your knees. You can start off here. If you need a minute to get a blanket, go ahead and pause the video and grab a blanket and come right back. So from this position here on the knees, we're going to inhale, reach the arms up and overhead, and then exhale, sway the hands back behind you as you lean your butt towards your heels. We're going to do that a couple of times. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, extend the arms back, reach your butt towards your heels. Inhale again, reach up through the arms, through the waist. Exhale, lean forward, roll down. Inhale, one more time, lift up. And then this time, exhale, lower down all the way to child's pose. Let your forehead rest. Relax the back of your neck and soften your jaw. And then inhale, roll back up so that your butt is on your heels, fingers behind you, and lift your chest up. Inhale. And exhale again, just kind of bow forward toward the earth. Inhale, roll up. Open up your chest, lean back into your fingers, lift up your heart. Exhale, roll forward. And now one last time. Inhale, roll back up, lift up through your chest. Exhale, roll forward. And then roll back up onto your knees, rise up through your torso, through your arms. Inhale, we're going to exhale, add a crescent. So grab a hold, left hand grabs right wrist. Lean to the left. Inhale, then stretch up. Right hand to left wrist and lean over to the right. Inhale, lift back up. And now bring your hands in front of your heart. We're going to step the left foot forward. And I did this without any hands. If you need to sit your hands down for balance, go ahead and do so. Now, we're going to take the left foot and place it on the outside of the block or outside of the mat. Turn your toes to face out at about 45 degrees. Inhale, lift your chest up. It's almost like you're standing getting ready to propose to somebody. And then exhale, start to bow forward. Now, we might bow just a little bit forward, or maybe your butt comes all the way down onto your back heel. Let's do that again. Inhale and add the arms. Reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, start to lower, maybe all the way down. Inhale, one more time, lift up, open up. Exhale, and a little bow forward. Then inhale, lift up from here, stretch your arms over your head. Big extension through the arms. And as you exhale, we're going to twist. Right hand comes over onto the left thigh, left hand onto your hip, and it's just a little twist over to the left. Then sweep back up, deep breath in, place your hands onto the blocks or onto the floor, and step your right foot up to the outside edge of the right side of the mat. Rise up halfway, lengthen your spine, look forward, exhale and fold. Now turn your toes to face out, sit your butt down into a squat, into malasana pose. Then inhale from here, hands onto the blocks or onto the floor. Step your left foot into a long lunge position. Keep your right toes turned out at 45-degree angle. Inhale, lift your chest up toward the front of the mat. And then turn. We're going to pivot to the long edge of the mat. And as you do, just kind of go to the back, lean toward the left knee, so that your left knee bends, left toes turn back slightly toward the back edge of the mat, right leg is straight. You could have your hands off the mat flying like you have wings. Take a deep breath and really lift up through your pelvic floor to support the pose, and then walk yourself back to the front. Good, and position your feet now, right foot facing forward, left foot is pushing into the floor at that angled position so that you can rise up now into warrior one position. Deep breath in your warrior one. Long reach through the fingers. Lift up through the belly. With your exhale now, bring your hands behind you. Clasp your fingers together. Lift your chest up to the ceiling. Straighten your right leg. And then start to forward fold. You might come halfway down, or you might come all the way down and relax your head and neck. On your next inhale, lift up just slightly, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lower. Then drop your right hand down onto your right ankle or maybe to the floor. Stretch your left arm up as you turn your torso to face the long edge of the mat. You turn to face the left side so that you're in triangle pose. Take a deep breath in here and exhale. Look up at your left hand. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, left hand comes back down. Set your left knee down onto the mat and step your right knee back so that you're in the tabletop. Then look forward as you inhale. Curl your toes under and push off of your hands so that you rise up. Inhale. Hands come behind you to support your pelvis. So heels of your hands at the top of your pelvis, fingers face down. Lift your chest up. Deep breath into Cobra, or into Ustrasana, the camel pose. So you're lifting your shoulder blades upward, open up your heart, and then exhale from here. Hands come down. We're going to roll ourselves into a standing forward fold. So you push off of your toes, push off of your heels. The back of your mat now, fold forward, exhale. On your next inhale, roll all the way up to stand, reach your arms over your head, bring your hands to heart center, and exhale completely. Good. Now, widen your feet. Reach your arms up and overhead as you inhale. As you exhale, dive forward. And as you do, you can bring your hands behind the backs of your legs and kind of give your calves a massage. Roll down, crown of your head toward the floor. Inhale and look forward. Rise up halfway. Lengthen your spine. Then we're going to drop the knees to the mat. Now I'm going to bend my knees and just lower down, straight down to the floor, back into a kneeling position. You might have to drop one knee down at a time. Then from here, hands to heart center. Now you can use your hands or not use your hands. And we're going to step the right foot forward into our proposal position. So it's not into a deep lunge, just into a proposal. So inhale again, reach your arms up to the sky. Turn your right foot to face out at a 45-degree angle. And exhale, start to drop down so that maybe you are leaning all the way down onto your heel or just halfway down. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, begin to lower, maybe all the way down. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, and lower down. Then inhale, come all the way back up. Stretch through your fingertips, big reach. And then exhale, twist. Right hand to your right hip. Left arm crosses over the right thigh. And look back over your right shoulder. For a breath in, and a breath out. Then turn and look forward. Place your hands onto the floor. Step your left foot up. You can have your hands on blocks if that's going to support you better. Step up, inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale now, look forward, turn your toes to face outward and find your squat again. Malasana pose. Then push down into your heels. Lift from the back side of your butt. It's like you have the back of your thighs are pushing you up, pushing you up, pushing up. Inhale, hands come to heart center. Exhale, let it go. Good. Deep breath in then. Reach up with your arms, big stretch. Exhale, forward fold, hands inside your feet. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Turn your left toes to face out slightly. Good, then inhale, lift your chest upward toward the front of the mat. Exhale, then again, we're going to pivot to the side. We're going toward the right foot. Right toes turn toward the back of the mat first. Left leg straightens, and you can float your arms up to fly. Take a breath in. Then exhale, we're going to move back to the front of the mat and reposition the feet for warrior one pose. Push down into your right foot, left foot presses forward. Inhale, reach up, big, long extension. Lift up through your heart, lift up through your fingers, lift up through your inner thighs. Then bring your hands to heart center, straighten your left leg, slide your hands behind you, clasp your fingers, and start to fold. Halfway down might be enough, or maybe you come with your belly towards your left thigh. Maybe even let your head drop down. From here, we move into triangle pose. Left hand comes to the floor or onto your ankle. Right arm up to the ceiling and turn your torso to face toward the right long side of the mat so that you're back in triangle. Inhale, reach through your fingertips, long in both directions. Bring your hands down to the mat, right knee down. Step back into your kneeling position again. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands behind you. Again, here into the Ustrasana. Heels of the hands at your pelvis, fingers face down. Hug your elbows together. Lift your inner thighs up. Lift your shoulder blades up. Start to find your Ustrasana, your camel. I'm looking at the ceiling. Maybe you even bring your hands down onto your heels. If you can keep your thighs nice and long, take one more breath. Then exhale, rise back up, sit down onto your heels and pause. Sitting down onto your heels might require a block underneath your butt. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, or maybe both hands, palms on top of each other at your heart space, and close your eyes. And just notice how just that short work got you moving, got you flowing, without having to do any chaturangas or using your hands or your arms really at all. Good. Take one more pause where you are. Take a long breath in. Exhale and sigh it out. And then place your hands maybe onto the floor to support you. We're going to push our way into a standing forward fold again. Roll up to stand, one vertebra at a time. Reach your arms up and overhead and take a deep breath in from standing. And then exhale, place your hands in front of your heart center. From here, then we can take one last little flow. So from the back side of the mat, reach your arms up and overhead. As you exhale, fold forward. Rise up halfway, and then begin to walk your hands a little bit forward out in front of you as if you're going to come to down dog, but then set your knees back down onto the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. You're going to take a bigger step forward this time. Left foot up to the front of the mat. Lean into the lunge, reach your arms up and overhead. Inhale. With your exhale, hands come down, right knee lifts. Turn to face the long side of the mat and make that little pivot. Right foot turns toward the back of the mat, left leg is straight. Inhale. As you exhale, come back around, back into the warrior one position for your feet. Sweep your arms up and overhead. Reach through your fingertips, long extension. With your exhale now, hands come down, lift your right heel up. We're going to move into warrior three. Hands can be on blocks or hands at heart center. Float and fly for one breath in, one breath out, and then exhale. Pull your right foot up next to your left foot. Sit into chair pose, hands at the heart. Inhale, stretch your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Rise up halfway, deep breath in. Now step your left foot to the back of the mat. Left knee, left heel down onto the floor. Inhale this time to warrior two. So take your left arm to the back of the mat, right arm forward. Right knee is bent and stacked over the right ankle. Gaze is going to look down the middle right fingernail. Take one breath in and exhale. Then from here, left hand to your left thigh, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Straighten your right leg, draw your right hip to the back of the mat and your right hand toward the front of the mat. Triangle pose again, inhale. One long breath in, one breath out. Good, let's do one more breath here. I always say if I were a pose, it would be triangle pose. All the strength that it's creating, flexibility, openness, exuberant reach toward earth and toward sky. And then look down at the mat. Place your knee down, left knee down, step back into kneeling. Push off of your fingertips, reach your arms up. Exhale back into our Ustrasana. Open up your heart, deep breath in. Hands can come to heels as the option. Long breath out. Lift back up through your torso. Sit down onto your butt and rest. Head towards your hands, hands over top of your heart. Exhale completely. Take one breath in. One long breath out. And then rise back up onto your knees. Step your right foot. Challenge your balance to step without your hands maybe. Inhale into your low lunge. Reach your arms up and overhead. Bring your hands inside your right foot. Lift your left knee. Pivot to the side of the mat. My left toes turn toward the back slightly. Right leg is straight. You can float your arms up if you choose. Inhale. From here, we're going to move to Warrior One. Maybe you do this without your hands this time. And pivot. Back to the front. Inhale. Reach up. Feet have changed position. Left foot is slightly forward. Right toes straight forward. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Lift your left heel up. Warrior Three pose now. Maybe you transition without your hands. Perhaps you set your hands down. Take one breath in. Then exhale. Bring your left foot forward to the front of the mat. Bend your knees and sit slightly. Inhale. Chair pose. Exhale. Forward fold. Rise up halfway, lengthen your spine, step your right foot to the back of the mat, right heel comes down, Warrior Two, right arm lifts to the back of the mat, torso is facing the long edge, but left knee is still facing straight forward. Take a full breath in, reach through your fingertips, exhale, and then revolve it, right hand down, left arm up, inhale, exhale, straighten your left leg, left hip toward the back of the mat, left hand toward the front of the mat. Triangle pose. Reach in both directions for a breath in and out. One more, breath in. Exhale, look down. Place your hands down, right knee down. Step back. Inhale, exuberant reach. Exhale, hands can come to your pelvis again. Press the heels of your hands downward to support your pelvis lifting upward. Or maybe hands to your heels. Breathe here, inhale and exhale. And then draw yourself back into an upright position. Cross your legs one on top of the other so you can sit all the way down. Stretch your legs straight out in front of you. As you inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, begin to forward fold. Grab a hold of your big toes, maybe the edges of your feet. Press your belly towards your thigh, relax your head toward the ground. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's do that again. Inhale and lengthen your spine towards your toes. Exhale and press your belly towards your thighs and forward fold. Then, after one more breath, roll all the way back up into your seated position. We're going to find our way down onto your back. Go ahead and lower onto your back. Come into a really comfortable reclined position. Now as you come down into your reclined position, make sure that if you need to add any clothing or if you need to get warm here, we're only going to stay for about a minute or two with me, and then if you have time, you could stay longer. Take your time and pause. Take a full breath in, and at the top of that breath, hold that breath in your body. Open your mouth now, exhale, sigh. Let position if you have time to. Or just notice, even if you do not have time for any more yoga at this moment, notice and become aware. Become aware of how you feel now after even just a little bit of movement. Become aware of how it is possible to do these postures and these flows in a different way. And maybe then recognize your own ability to be curious. To be curious about how movement doesn't always have to be the same, and also maybe curious about how your practice doesn't always have to be the same. Recognize your own curiosity, perhaps in your body, to notice what it feels like now. And then maybe set the intention to move forward from this moment into your day with curiosity, with wonder, without expectation, and then perhaps with gratitude. Thank you, friends.